Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's guest is Bigfoot.
As the French would say, bonsoir.
You're not just any Bigfoot. You're the Bigfoot from the 1970s action-adventure series, The $6 Million Man.
I cannot tell a lie. In fact, I cannot tell you anything because I can't speak.
How are you speaking, now that you mention it?
If you recall from the series, I am a robot who was built by aliens in the Sierra Nevada mountains to protect them from outside intruders. The aliens have provided me with a special voice box in order to speak to you today.
Right. Your backstory was pretty stupid, actually. When Steve Austin found you, he thought you were the real Bigfoot, and you two fought, and then he ripped your arm off, and that was his first clue that you were actually a robot.
I don't see what's so stupid about that.
Well, silly. Can we agree on silly?
This is my life you're talking about.
You were in that first episode, which ended with you and Steve becoming friends, but then he had his memory wiped, which I wish I could do for late 70s TV. And then you returned at the beginning of the next season in a crossover with The Bionic Woman.
Yes, this time I was working for a rebel faction of the aliens who wished to set up their own base.
So you don't have any free will of your own. You just work for whoever.
Well, I am a robot.
Also, who cares if a bunch of rebel aliens want to set up their own base? These aliens don't seem all that powerful, except that they can build a robot Sasquatch and can eavesdrop on everybody with that big giant screen while they lean back in their recliners and deliver relatively obvious commentary on the action.
They did build me, and I am a highly advanced robot.
You don't even have free will, so how advanced can you be? Plus, Steve Austin tore your arm off, so the alien technology is arguably less advanced than his bionics.
There is truth in what you say.
How was it working with Jamie Summers? She's a very lovely lady.
I asked her to dinner, but she said she didn't date robots. I said she dated Steve Austin, who had two robotic legs, one robotic arm, and a robotic eye. I don't know exactly how much of a robot that makes him, but surely more than 50%. I think we can agree. Therefore, he was majority robot, but she dated him.
And what did she say to that?
My programming will not allow me to repeat her response.
Your first appearance is famous for that swirling ice tunnel thingy, which used to be part of the Universal Studios tour. We sure used to be easily entertained, didn't we? How did they move that thing from the mountains down to LA?
The aliens helped.
With their advanced technology.
Precisely.
So they can teleport a tunnel, but when they build a robot, his arms are tissue.
Not tissue, maybe paper towel.
Anyway, a whole generation of kids has that image burned into their brains. You carrying Steve Austin through that tunnel, unconscious, after his memory was wiped.
Believe me, I did consider dropping him on his head. Then we'd see if Jamie Summers would change her mind. But my programming prevents me from harming humans.
No, it doesn't. You tried to harm lots of humans.
You know, you're right. I should have dropped him on his head. I could have dropped him on his head.
Well, they probably would have just replaced his head with the bionic one anyway. Then he'd be like 70% robot, and she still would have chosen him over you. Although, to be honest, I really don't think it was so much the robot thing as it was the 7-foot tall hairy mess thing.
I took a bath for her and combed out my coat. Didn't mean Sasquatch.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
Your last appearance was in the show's final season, and it's as dopey as the rest of your appearances, with two guys trying to exploit you like some kind of carnival geek. The $6 Million Man was not exactly Gabriel Garcia Marquez, was it?
It's the last time I had steady work, so I can't complain.
What have you been up to since then?
Not much. Some of the aliens stayed behind, so I protect them. Hikers or campers catch sight of me or see my footprints every once in a while, which is all part of my programming to perpetuate the legend of Bigfoot.
You ever see a real Bigfoot?
If you're implying that I was lying about the alien staying behind and that in reality I've integrated myself into an existing Bigfoot community and now have a Bigfoot wife who bears a tremendous resemblance to Lindsay Wagner, although of course she's still a Bigfoot, so that resemblance may be mostly in my neural receptors. And with her, I've had 3 Bigfoot kids, yet I live in constant fear of their discovering I'm a robot. Then, no, I've never seen a real Bigfoot.